So we already started for inbound, right? So let me do this. Okay, let me share. Is it visible, guys? Okay, just a moment. Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yesterday in last session, we started with this receiving process, right? And we also saw like the high level overview of the receiving. WMS can be used as a standalone, or you can integrate it with the Fusion or procurement, right? So you can get these purchase order ASN from Fusion or maybe any ERP that you have or your business have, right? So you will get this purchase order and ASN created into the WMS. Okay, then you will do some appointment. This is not mandatory though. Okay, but yeah, if you have a good amount of load, or maybe multiple trailers are waiting for unloading or maybe loading, you can do this appointment thing so that you can you can standardize the loading unloading at your warehouse, right? And you can start the receiving as soon as you get the uh, trailer at the dock. Okay, you unload it and then you can start the receiving of that inbound shipment or purchase order, right? Then you'll complete the receiving. As soon as you complete the receiving, you have this verification response. You need to verify the shipment that you have received. Okay, and this verification response will go, means it will, system will generate this verification response. It will go to the host system, correct? So that's how host will get intimate that the purchase order or the ASN that he has sent, it has been received. Or maybe if there's any discrepancy, it will get noted here in the verification response. Agree? Okay. So next thing we discussed how we can create a purchase order, right? So I remember last time we created one purchase order. We just created a header. Today we will also see the detail part. Okay, so this header we created, right? So there are just 4 dates we have. Okay, then purchase order type is used to link the purchase order to the inbound shipment, so that whatever inbound shipment it will get created from the purchase order. Okay, you can control the attributes there on the inbound shipment. Agree? I mean, although you get the purchase order, finally, once you start receiving, system will create a ASN out of it. Correct? It won't be like you will receive a purchase order and you will see the data here on a purchase order only. Okay. So system will create a ASN against this purchase order automatically if it is if you are using purchase order receiving also. Then also system will create a purchase order automatically. Okay. So that's we have a purchase order type. Okay, then we have these dates: order date, when this order created; delivery date, when this you want to get delivered. Okay, when it should get shipped from the supplier. Okay, then when it should treat as a cancel. Okay, so these are the dates. You have some custom fields. Okay, you have a lock code. Okay, if you want to apply lock code for all the inventory that is there on the purchase order. Okay, then you have some RMA information from which customer it has been received, and if in case of RMA written order, you can get this noted. Okay, then give me a moment. I'll just open Excel. Where it is. Okay. Let me share. Okay. You got this, how we have created a purchase order header. Okay. Now this is just the header part. Okay. What is the means what this vendor what is the vendor on this purchase order? Okay. What are the dates and some custom information, and if it is RMA, then RMA information. Okay. Then in detail we will see what items we are actually going to be received on this order. Sorry, purchase order, right? So you can select the item that you want. Let's say this item, or maybe this item I want to select. Okay. I am receiving, if I supposed to receive this 100 quantity. Okay. Ordered. I am ordering this 100 quantity. So this retail cost, unit cost, these are all the not mandatory fields. You can fill it. I mean, you can feed these details if you want. Okay. Or you can keep it blank. This is a host sequence number. Okay. This is mandatory. This is similar to your PO line number. Okay. If you have used purchasing module, okay, or any purchasing, if you have observed, okay, there this PO line number is very much important, because whatever validation you are going to do, maybe many of the validations you can do with this PO number. Okay, so this is similar to your PO number. This we call it as host sequence number. Okay, because we don't have a line number here in WMS, so we are bringing this line number from a host, that is your host ERP. So that's why host sequence number. Okay, this field name. We have attribute information. So whatever inventory that you are receiving, this is of what attribute, if you are storing the some extra information on this attribute. Okay, then you have some percent warning and percent error. These two fields are important. Percent warning and percent error means, let's say you have some under receipt or over receipt. Okay, at what point of time do you want to see the warning that you don't, means you cannot receive this beyond this level? Let's say 20%. If it is 20%, I cannot receive 20% extra. Okay, I mean, I will get a warning. Okay, although I will receive it. Okay, and if I put it as an error, then after 25%, system won't able to, and system will not allow me to receive it. Here system will allow receiving with warning. Okay, here system will not allow the receiving, it will give me an error. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, so these are some information here. You can save multiple lines like this way. Okay, I can change the number. Let's say this, maybe this. Okay, 100 quantity. You see, if I save now, it will give me pre-existing purchase order. Okay, pre-existing purchase order detail with sequence number. So this sequence number should be, means this should be unique while saving. Okay. Now you have created a purchase order detail. Okay, all the information, I mean, what is the order quantity and what item, everything it is there. Now you see, you are populated here, so sequence number and everything is here. If you want to add some more fields from the purchase order detail level, you see this black plus button. These are the fields you can add. Okay, you can just select those. Okay, then you can refresh, you will get those fields added over here. Okay, so this can be used in all the screens. Okay, I mean, just to add the fields from here. Okay, you can do some operations like you can save the view. So whatever all the fields that are here, okay, you can change those, like dragging these fields as I'm doing here. Okay, as you feel this is comfortable or this is as required, you can save this view for, okay, this group. Okay, now if you want to extract the data, you can do it this way. You can export this into CSV. If you want to delete a line, you can delete. Okay. There's one more thing. Deletion or any edit actions will be depend on the status of that line. Okay. If it is received completely, you will not be able to do, or maybe cancelled. In cancel status, you will not be able to do. Okay. If it is received completely, then also you can able to edit it. Okay. Because you can add some extra order quantity. Correct. So these are something, means few things you can do it. Okay. You can also copy this. Okay. Like this way. You can edit the data here. Okay. And you can save the lines like this way. Now, can anyone tell me the standard case quantity for this item? It is 0. For this item, it is showing 20. We haven't given anything on a standard case quantity. How this is coming? Can anyone tell me? Maybe can you guess how this is?
Item definition.
Sorry?
Item definition.
Correct, correct. Item definition, item configuration, we can say, you see the item in item setup, we discussed that this item on detail level, we have defined this case quantity, pack quantity, everything. So whatever standard case quantity it is there, system will pick that standard case quantity everywhere while you are transacting this item. Could be purchase order, maybe inbound shipment, everywhere it will reflect. Okay. So at any point of time, if you want to receive this in cases, so this quantity will get received. So let's say I have 100 quantity. If I want to receive it in eaches, then I will receive 100 eaches. If I want to receive it in cases, I will receive only 5 cases. Understood? Right?
Hello, Rajiv.
Okay. Yes, yes, Shiva.
I was asking,
Uh-huh.
do we need to create the purchase orders manually if we are using the WMS standalone, or we need to do this while we are using any integration also?
So if you are using WMS as standalone, why you would have integration? Okay. If
Sorry?
see, if you have a WMS standalone WMS,
Yes.
okay, so data is not coming, means will not come from any of the system. Okay,
Yeah.
different systems. So you will create it manually here in WMS, or
Okay.
you have one another approach, that is file based approach. You can create a file if you have a bulk purchase orders to create. Okay, I already showed that, right?
Yes.
If you want to create in input interface, you can create a purchase order file. Okay, you will create that file and you will upload it and you will interface it. Okay, that's how you will create it. I think I have uploaded few entities, maybe item or maybe locations.
I
Anyone
don't remember so.
Okay, we'll do for purchase order.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, if you want to see the how templates are, okay, you see, you need to download this template. Okay, give it a moment. What is happening? Okay, so these are the templates we have. Currently, we are working on purchase order. So we have a purchase order here. So now there are multiple files. Okay, and why I'll tell you what there are multiple files. This is for purchase order detail. This is for purchase order header, and this is for everything, purchase order header as well as detail. Okay. Now, similarly, you have the payloads. Okay, XML payloads. Okay, you have this XML. If you want to integrate this with another system, okay, then you can hit this XML, okay, to WMS with some APIs. Okay, I'll tell you how you can find those APIs and how we'll do it. Okay, but this is your payload which you are expecting it to get delivered to WMS so that purchase order will get created. Okay. Hello. Are you getting? So this input information, you will get it from this tab, okay, where this download template. You will get all the necessary files and payloads from input interface. Okay. Now coming back to your file-based approach, where you will prepare a file and you will load it to the WMS and you will interface it. Okay. So I will open a file. Okay. So this looks like this. Okay. Now all the red highlighted fields are mandatory one. Okay. Now I can just see here details. Facility is Python. Okay. Then your company, you can.
Rajesh sir, just one question.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sir, I'm not sure whether it's the right question to be asked. Tell
No
me
problem.
one thing. Can we create the purchase order without item number? Can we create it with the item description like we do in Oracle Fusion?
Why you want to create it with item description and not the item?
See, when you create a purchase order in Oracle Fusion and when you are going to interface it with uh, Oracle Fusion, so there will be no item number, right? So
Why?
how would you handle that situation?
There will be item number, right? Every time you will have
No,
item.
it's not a mandatory thing in Oracle Fusion to have the item number every time.
No. See, in in backend, you will have that description link with the item, correct?
Hmm.
Correct. That is, see
No,
your item.
no. Let me explain this to you.
Okay.
What happens? Suppose if I don't want an item from my inventory to be part of that purchase order, I'm just entering it for a purpose that just to mark up some value. Okay. So for that purpose, I'm entering sometime say borrow line 123, but I have borrow line basically. Okay, but it's not going to link with borrow line. Never.
Okay.
Okay, so in that situation, it's just going to have the description instead of the item number.
Okay, I have a doubt on that same question. Can you receive anything in Fusion without item?
In
Without
mostly,
item.
yes. So for service items, okay, it's not required that you have to have the item number. It's not mandatory.
If the item is not there, how you will
Yes.
receive? How you will transact?
See, for the item, like as I mentioned, the service items, okay, it's not supposed to be stored anywhere. It's just for the purpose of
Agree.
mentioning the item. Okay.
Agree.
So for that purpose, we don't need to have the item description, item number. It can be the any item description.
We'll need it here. I don't know how
Okay.
that works.
Okay. So that is the reason I asked you this question. But
No problem. But yeah, if you have any such item, I also have many. I mean, I worked on many projects where there were service items. We used to mark it as a dummy item. Okay, we were not able to miss. We didn't interface those items here in WMS. Okay, and we just interface only valid items which we have transactable flag on.
okay, so that is the reason I asked you this question, whether what is the limit of this WMS?
We will need it if you want that item on a purchase order. You will need item.
We need to have the item number mandatorily in
Yes.
the WMS.
Yes.
Okay.
You see this item. Okay, this field is mandatory. You need to select the item.
Exactly. That is the reason I asked you this question, because I have seen this while you were creating the preparing the purchase order number.
So you can just give the purchase order number like this way. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
So, okay. Python. Okay. Then action code will be create, update, and delete. Okay. Then this order date, this will be in the format of uh, sorry, first year 2025. Okay. It's 06, and lastly date. Okay. This is order date. Delivery date is today's, ship date is today's, let's say cancel date is like 15. Okay. So these are things. You see, there's no mandatory info on header. So this is H1 party's header. You see these headings. This is header. This is detail. H2 is detail. Okay. Now you see this vendor code is not mandatory from this template. I don't know why they haven't validated this, but yeah, from front end, it is kind of, you need that vendor if you want to create a purchase order. Okay, but from detail, you can skip the vendor. Okay. Now action code item, I'll just use the same items. Okay, this is item. Okay. I'll keep the quantity, unit cost, everything same. Okay. Although these are in red, but these are not mandatory. Okay. Now, for your information, Ishan sir, I am just putting some random item. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sure this is not there in my WMS, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm saving this file. File name should start with POS only while saving. Okay. And this file type should be 9720, 2003 workbook only. Okay. The old format should not be XLS. Now, keep it to correct. Now I will upload this file. Where we were. In input interface, I will upload this file. Just a moment, guys. Just select it. Where it went. Okay, let me reshare. Okay, I have selected this file. Okay, now I will upload this. You see, there were 5 lines. File size was this. Okay, this is uploaded. Now I will run interface. This is getting processed. This has been processed. Let's see what happens. We didn't see new purchase order created. Excuse me. We didn't see, right? New purchase order created.
Not for today.
Correct. So the records went from here. You can see the stage record here. Okay. So you see the status is failed. Okay. Now, why this is failed? Invalid item. Correct. So that's why you have to have that item created in WMS before interfacing or before creating a purchase order in WMS. Okay. Now
So
what?
basically, see what happens in Oracle Fusion. What we do is we don't provide any item number. Okay, invalid or valid, any kind of item number we don't provide. We just provide the description, and it will work. So maybe I can
really
try
curious.
doing that.
Yeah, I'm really curious how you have a description without item.
Yeah, maybe we can sit together sometime, and I will show it to you.
Yeah, sure. I'm also curious.
Unfortunately, I don't have the access right now.
Okay. Ramu, are you there? Okay, maybe he went to some other call, but yeah,
Yep.
he can also put some his experience. I mean, he was confusion most of the time. Okay, so I will again re-interface this. Okay, I'll upload this file. This is the file. I'll upload it. Now I'll run interface. I'll also see the stage record. Nothing is, I mean, no any field record here. I mean, new field record. Okay. Now we'll see here. You see, this purchase order has been created. Okay, with all the detail info. Okay, 30, 20, everything. Now, let's say, do you want to modify or update something? You can do it as update. I can change the date. Vendor, I can put it as GT. I hope it is code only. Okay, yeah, they have mentioned it's code. Okay, I can also do it like this way. Like I'll only send the header part because there's no any update on detail. Correct. So I can just upload the H1 lines. We see 2 lines are there. I'll run interface. Interface complete. Let's see if there's any error record. There's no any error. This should have. You see this. This is updated. Correct. Date is also updated. Yes, it is. Okay. So this is how you can use this input interface. Okay. For any entity. Okay. It's not anything in WMS, but yeah, whatever all we have here, you can use this file-based approach. Okay, now we will see how you can create an inbound shipment out of this purchase order. Okay, how you will create it? You have 2 options. From header, you can create it like if you click here, create inbound shipment, so system will create an inbound shipment for all the detail lines that are there. So there were two lines. Correct. We had 2 lines, right? So you see this? This is newly created for 2 lines. So there were 2 lines. So system WMS have created 2 lines here. Now, at some point, or maybe in some cases, what happens? Let's say there are multiple lines here. Okay. Now, vendor or supplier have confirmed he can only send on these 2 lines. That too, not the full quantity, only half quantity. Okay. So what you can do is you can select these lines. You can create a IB shipment from detail. So whatever lines that you have selected, okay, you see these two lines I have just selected here. Okay, then what you can do is, okay, I'll do one thing. I'll select these two, okay, because items are different. Okay, then I can generate the inbound shipment number, and then I can also select the ship quantity here for each line, and then I can save. After that, system is creating an inbound shipment, whatever the lines and the quantity that I have selected. Got this? Hello? Hello? Okay. So now we will see how we can receive the inbound shipment as well as the purchase order. Okay, before going to that, we will see one configuration, inbound shipment types. Okay. Few details we discussed previously. Okay, there are many things they have updated. Okay, so we'll go one by one. The shipment type, okay, what shipment type that you want to create, then customer return, okay, this is the return order shipment description they have put. Okay, now you have some under receipt and over receipt restrictions. Okay, you see warning and error, with warning and error. Okay, so under receipt warning, at what percentage level system should give the under receipt warning to user. Okay, let's say you have received, I'll just give you an example. You have an ASN, okay, of item A. Okay, these are serial. LP in this of 100 quantity. Oh, where we went? Of 100 quantity. This is shipped quantity. Received quantity is 50 only. You can set the under receipt warning, over receipt warning, okay, and over receipt error. These you can set up. Okay, these warning percentage you can set up. Correct. So I will put it as like 75%. Below 75%, if you are receiving and you are verifying that shipment, system should give you a warning message. Okay. Your over receipt warning means, let's say you have 20%. If you have done a 20% of over receipt, then system should give a warning. Then after 50% of over receipt, system should give you an error. Are you getting? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So, okay, this should be 20. Okay. So it will say like, if you're receiving below 80, then system will give you a warning. Correct. If you're receiving like 125, beyond 125, system will give you a warning, receiving warning that you are receiving extra. And beyond 150, system will give you an error. You cannot receive this because you are doing a over receipt. Everyone got this? These percentage you can configure here. Okay. We already have this on INT shipment type. 50% you cannot do under receipt. I mean, system will give you a warning. You can do, okay? Warnings, these you can accept and you can go ahead. Errors you cannot, means system will not allow you to do that. Warnings you can accept and you can go ahead. Okay, that's the only difference. Receipt validation, it means whatever item quantity that you have, it should be validated from which document, shipment or purchase order. We keep it as both, so that whatever all item and quantity that you are receiving, it will get validated from purchase order as well as inbound shipment. If you don't have purchase order, you are directly getting inbound shipment for a Fusion as like a receipt advice you create, okay, in Fusion, then you will get direct shipment here in WMS. In that case, you can put it as shipment only. Okay. If you're using purchase order as well as ASN, then you can keep it as both. Okay. Next thing is allow expired inventory. Expired inventory also you can receive. Break prepacks. You need to break the parent items. We already discussed parent items, right? The kit items. I gave you example of fan. Fan is having fins, motor, switches, correct? So all those child items, you need to break those into a child items. Fan is your parent item. Okay, you cannot receive a parent item if this flag is enabled. Okay. Next thing is prevent verify if put away is outstanding. As this flag is suggesting, means you cannot do a verification of inbound shipment, means you cannot verify it until put away is outstanding. Okay, until put away, you do a put away for all the LPNs, system will not allow you to verify it. Okay, allow modification, modifying ASN after receiving started. As soon as you receive first LPN, previously maybe in 21 or 22, okay, version 21 or 22, okay, currently we have 25B, okay. Previously we were not able to do any changes as once the receiving has been started. Okay, once you started receiving that ASP, you won't be able to do any changes, but currently they have added this flag. Okay, then now you can do some changes on ASN. Okay, after receiving started on also. Okay, line level tolerance. This line level tolerance, the tolerance that we have given here, you can use the line level tolerance. The inbound shipment lines that you have here, you can use these tolerances here. You also have the tolerances here, percent warning and percent error. Okay, you can use this one, these levels. Okay, now these we will see on purchasing QC. For QC we can use this. Okay, I'll tell you how this is significant while we do a QC receipt, and this one I'll see. I'll just give you example once we start the outbound part. Okay, then capture written information means if the order is written order, then it will capture the some order information. What was the order number? What was the customer? Everything. Okay. Then these are some prompt control you have. Okay. Either you will receive a cartoonized goods or non-cartoonized goods. Correct. You can have attribute enable items to receive. You can have expiry enabled items to receive, or you can have serial enabled items to receive. Do you want this prompt to be kept as always prompt? System will always prompt the expiry date and batch detail. Okay, do not prompt, system will not prompt that expiry and batch detail. Prompt if not known only. If this expiry and batch details are already exist in WMS, then it will not ask. It will only ask if it is not there. Agree? So same applies to all those three flags. If it is cartoonized, do you want to prompt these or not? If it is non-cartoonized, do you want to prompt these or not? That's the only difference. You got this shipment types. There are many things dependent on here. This receipt details and everything. Okay. One more thing. If you create any inbound shipment, purchase order, I told you like it is linked to okay, standard we created, right? So what type of inbound shipment type it is? You see this shipment type system I've created INT. How this is created? The purchase order was of standard purchase order. What is the configuration which is allowing this which is allowing this inbound shipment type INT got created? How system knows that if the purchase order is of standard purchase order type, then it should create a shipment type of INT. Where's that configuration? Few minutes back only we discussed.
So shipment type is INT is internal, right? If I'm
Yeah,
missing something. So in case
it
of
is
purchase orders,
all
shipment are supposed to be internal only. Right?
no. These all shipment types you need to create it newly. There's no seeded shipment type we have.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is getting created because you have created a purchase order type, PO type, which is linking the purchase order type to the inbound shipment type. So whenever you will create a purchase order type with standard PO, okay, and you are creating an inbound shipment out of that purchase order, system will create an INT shipment type. Make sense?
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Okay. So you got this detail, right? Now we will see how you can receive this. Okay. Let me see what menu, or let's see. I'll just show you the basic receiving, how we do this. Then we will see few scenarios. Now they have not given us the direct access to the instance. We have like SSO login, so that's why we cannot use the RF logins. Okay, so we have this Redwood screens. Okay, now you see inbound, we can select. Then we can go to the receiving. Now we will see this receive PO or ASN receiving. We'll go for the ASN receiving. Now you see there's a dock, there's a shipment, there's trailer, everything, right? I can give this. Okay, I'll start this first. I can give this shipment. As soon as I give this shipment, it is asking a trailer number. If this trailer number is populated here, then only system will bring the trailer, or else it will keep it as blank and it will expect that you should put that info. I'll just come again. I'll come here again. You see, this has auto-populated. It is taking information from the the inbound shipment, that is the trailer number we have given here on an inbound shipment. Okay. If it is not there, it will ask you to put it. Okay. This is not mandatory though. Okay. You can skip it. Now, what LPN that you want to receive? Here, you can manually put this LPN number. Let's say IB LPN. Okay. 000 628. Okay. This IB LPN I just gave randomly. Now, what SKU that you want to receive? Okay, you can go to detail. I can give this item. I'm giving this item. Okay, let's say I want to receive 100 quantity. If quantity is 20, I'm receiving 100. Let's see what happens. Not enough quantity ship. Correct. So this quantity is only 20. Correct. So you can only receive 20, or let's say this is INT, right? So we have over receipt at 50%. So you can receive 20, 30. No, not enough. Maybe 29. Let me see. Okay. So let me check this on both. Direct one out. Okay. Let's see. Maybe there are some parameters restricting it, but yeah, I will check that. I will receive 20. It should let me receive it. You see, this is the 20 quantity. What happened? Okay, I'm not ending it. Okay. I will end the LPN that I have just received. Okay. Okay. Now it is asking me the location where should I put this LPN which we just received. Okay. I can just give the location barcode. Any barcode I can just search the location in this facility, and I can give the, let's say, this barcode I'm giving. Now we are again back to the first screen. I'll show you what happened here. I'll just refresh here. You see, 20 quantity has been received, okay, which was shipped already on this IBLPN, and this is now located on FG location. Got this? Now I will also receive, or before going to that, what changes we can do is, let's say I don't want to give the IBLPN number. I want system to create this IBLPN automatically. I don't want to give this IBLPN number. I also don't want to give the location because I want to use a strategic put away. I mean, I should give some strategies to the system that system should come up with the location. I don't want to give a manually. I will not give this location manually. Okay. So what changes we can do? Can anyone tell me what should be the? I mean, where at least where we can do these changes? If you want screens to perform, or maybe to change a process, whatever happening in that screen, what should we change?
From the screen counter?
Screen
Counter.
Screen parameter, you want to say?
Yeah, parameter.
Correct. Yes. So screen, we'll go to screen. Okay. What was the screen, by the way? It was scan LPN. This is the screen. Okay. Received LPN. Now go to detail. We'll see these are all parameters. I'll just, okay, this is again a row per pages. Currently you're seeing there are 25 rows per pages. Okay, so that's why we have 2 pages. I can change this to 125. 125 is the limit. You cannot go beyond that. Okay, that you can change. Then what I told you, like I want system should create a LPN. Okay, so there is a LPN prompt. You can keep it as auto-generated. System will create the LPN. Second thing, I don't want to give the location straight away from that screen. Okay, so I will say do not prompt. Okay, I'll say don't prompt. Now let's see how this will go. I'll just reopen it. Inbound shipment. Whatever changes are there, I want it to get received. To refresh. Okay, there's active session going on. Okay, inbound LPN, then receiving, then the same screen we will select. Now you see previously there were LPN number listed here. Now there's no LPN number. Okay. Inbound shipment will give. This is the inbound shipment number. Trailer already came here. We are not giving any LPN. We are giving this as SKU to receive. Quantities, let's say I'll receive only 15. Okay. We received this 15 quantity. You see this, there's gray field here. That's IBLPN system I've created automatically. Okay. Now I can end this LPN. Okay. End LPN. This has been received. Okay. There were 30 quantity were there. Okay. Out of those 30, 15 has been received, 15 is remaining.
I get confused here. Actually,
What?
you receive with item without the LPN number, whereas in the shipment the LPN number was not mentioned. So I am not sure. I just went out for a minute. So where did I miss it? Like, how did you make it happen?
Oh, there was screen parameters.
Oh, from screen parameters. Okay, okay.
Screen parameter. Two screen parameter we changed, LPN prompt and location prompt.
Okay.
LPN prompt we kept it as auto-generated. Location we kept as do not prompt.
Okay, it's somewhere you just mentioned that that we have the limitation of 125 lines.
Sorry. Yes. I will come to that. The over receipt and under receipt. Yes.
Yes.
Let me see. I'll try that again. Give me a moment. System should allow. You see, 15 quantity I did only. Okay. 20. Not enough quantity. It should give the okay. In inbound shipment, receive validation. It is also taking quantity from purchase order. Okay. So I'll keep it as shipment. Let's see what happens. I'm just thinking because of that linkage to purchase order, it is not happening. I will check this quickly. Okay, there are 15 quantity still remaining to receive. We'll try 20 quantity if it allows, or else I'll create a new inbound shipment. Receiving ASN. Shipment I'm giving, trailer number auto populated. Commenting anything here. Okay, Shivan. Okay, the SKU I'll give 20. Okay, maybe I need to create it again because new inbound shipment I need to create because I just changed the inbound shipment details type type info now, it may not be applied for the created orders. Okay, so let me create one more inbound shipment and then we will see. Okay, so let's see if I can create this. Say 13. I'll just go to detail. Let's say I'll create for only one line. This got created. Okay, I'll give new inbound shipment number. Trailer number is not matching. It's okay. I'll just remove the trailer. I'll give the inbound shipment. Okay, INT. I'll go to detail. If it's allowed, then it's okay, or else you'll see this over receipt of 50%. I'll receive 12. You see, now system is allowing me to receive. What has happened means what happened here is received validation type. This was set to both. So system was taking the information from purchase order as well as shipment. You got this? So on purchase order, the shipped quantity itself was not there. Okay. I mean, to receive that quantity, you see this, the line level error percentage warning was 0. Okay, it is not there. So that's why system was not allowing this quantity to receive some extra or less. Okay, so that's where it was restricting. Now I have changed this to this receipt validation method to shipment level only. Okay, and after that system allowed me to receive 12 quantity. Okay, let's see, I will finish this. This has been received 12. Now why it didn't give me the error, sorry, warning? Anyone? It is over receipt of 20%. Beyond 20%, system will give me the warning. Okay, so let's say I will again receive same SKU of only 2 quantity, so it becomes 14 total, correct? So I'll start receiving. You see, this is the error I was talking. Quantity exceed over receipt warning. Do you want to proceed? I will say okay, you can accept this. Okay, and you can do this A and LPN. You will see you can still able to receive this. If I refresh this, shipped quantity was 0 for this, correct? And we received 2. So in total, we received 14. Now we will try one more quantity to receive. So it becomes 50%, correct? This is again allowing me to receive. Why? Because till 50% system will give the warning. Now if I say I want to receive 2 quantity, it will give me an error. You see this? Now there's no any acceptance, or I cannot go beyond this. It will give me this error only. I cannot receive this extra quantity. I can receive only 1. Okay, which is till 50% of the shipped quantity. Is this clear? Hello, Ishan?
Yep.
Okay. Now this is all received. Now what will happen if I received, or if
Can I make
I
a
do a,
question?
sorry, yeah,
I need to join another meeting right now. I'm
Oh, is
really
it?
sorry.
Uh,
Yep.
okay. Okay, then I
Since
guess
I'm the only person
Shiva.
left out,
Okay,
Shiva
okay.
is not there. He has already
Shiva.
left.
Okay, Shiva is also gone. Okay, so we'll stop here and we'll see the rest part tomorrow. No problem.
Tomorrow I may not be there because I'm going out. In
Okay.
case
Let's see if Shiva and Santoshi is there. If